All right, hey there, little ducks. Okay, so we're on to beliefs as part of the blueprint session or blueprint workshop recap, let's say. So, beliefs. This is massive. Hey there, little ducks. Steve again. So, okay, so we're on to beliefs, right? As part of the blueprint, you've got a compelling why, you've got a vision that you're moving towards, you feel like you're on a mission. What are your beliefs? What do you believe in? What do you believe is good for you? What do you believe is bad for you? What do you believe is worth spending your time on? That comes into your why. So let me recap the power of beliefs. So do you remember I talked about workshop? No lights on, or factory, whatever. You walk into it, there's no lights on at all. Now, if you have a flashlight and you're shining that flashlight around, you shine it over here, there's a pile of rubbish or garbage or whatever. Straight away, your opinion of that building, the inside that building, is not a favourable one, right? Let's say you then shine it over here and there's a Lamborghini or a pile of gold or whatever. Immediately, your interpretation, the value of that workshop skyrockets, right? Because of what you're seeing. Now, that flashlight is just like your beliefs. In this world we live in, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad. What are you focusing on? It's your beliefs that make the difference, right? So, do you believe that sales is service? Or do you believe that you're just trying to convince someone, you're trying to push someone into a sale? Because I tell you what, when you're looking at it that way, it's not sustainable. People tire quickly. They get sick of begging people to do something. And the person being begged doesn't enjoy it either. If it's service, if you're on a mission, if it's something you've got to do, like, I really need to be good at this persuasion. Because if I'm not, you might go down the road. And little Johnny's not going to get looked after half as good as what he is here. So do you believe sales is service? Do you believe that it's your obligation, like I said, your obligation to be good at this, so that you can do the service to the families that walk in your door, so you can keep them there, so you can build a community? Do you believe that Little Ducks is offering the best service, and because you're there? And if you don't, up the service, like, work on that. Do you believe? Oh, what about getting and tracking your persuasion process, your skills, so much that you know your numbers? How many people have you seen this week? How many people have you converted? What's your conversion rates? Get to know the numbers. Do you believe that? What do you believe about success? What do you believe about success in sales? Is it, I'm having fun and I get 1 in 20? That's success. Maybe the bar's a bit low. Or do you have to go, right, I have to know this process inside out, and until I get it perfectly, then I don't really know it, and I have to successfully persuade everyone that walks in the door? Maybe that's too high. And we can brush on that in standards as well. So, but what I want to get across to you is that your beliefs are everything. And this is where you really need to help each other out, because it's hard to spot some of the limiting beliefs that you have. But others in your team may see them come up. So when you see someone say, if I do this, then that will happen. Or, the sales is just too hard. Or, I just don't want to convince people all the time. You're starting to hear those beliefs come up. So that's when you can pull your colleague up and say, hang on, that could be a belief that's really affecting you. Sorry, I get that itchy nose again. Because you've got to think about, what is the knock-on effect of your beliefs? So if I believe that all aliens, let's say, are thieves, right? And I go to a party, and there's half the party, or there's 3 or 4 aliens there, let's say. Someone's handbag goes missing. Straight away, I'm going to think that it's the aliens, right? Your beliefs show you what they need to show you so that you back them up. So if you believe that you can't persuade people, if you believe that Little Ducks isn't the right place, if you believe that this is too difficult, then it is going to be the case. However, if you start to change that and believe that, okay, so if you believe that you're no good at persuasion, okay, so you change that belief. You can't just say, oh, I'm the best persuader ever. But what you can do is change that belief to be, this is something I really need to get good at, and I will get good at it. I believe I can be good at this when I train regularly. So the beliefs have got to be realistic. But what that's going to cause you to do is go, okay, when I train regularly, which I'm going to do, Then I start to believe in myself more. Then you start to pick up more and more with it. Conversion rate goes from 5% to 7% to 10% to 15%. And if you believe that tracking your numbers is important, you'll start to see that rise. So you start to see that improvement, and then that snowballs as well. So what else can I give you? It's beliefs can be very insidious. If you don't know how they're holding you back, you just can't see how you can't do something, or it's just too hard. You'll even believe that it's not your fault, it's something else, or it's easy for them because they're that type of person. It's not for me. There's a limiting belief there that's holding you back. So I'm happy to hear lots of questions for this. How do you believe? How do you change a belief? You have a limiting belief. You recognize it. You then start to realize, okay, so if I believe this is too difficult, then I'm not going to apply myself to it. If I'm not going to apply myself, I'm never going to get good at it. I'm only going to go so far at little ducks or whatever. Like step it out and realize the negative impact, all the negative impact that your beliefs are going to have on you. What is this costing you right now? So you can look up on the internet Cartesian questions or pleasure and pain questions. So what will I get if I do this? What won't I get if I do this? What will I get if I don't do this? And what won't I get if I don't do this? Look it up on the internet. You'll know what I mean. If you need me to do a video on that, I'm more than happy to. But what those 4 questions do is they make you aware of all the pleasure in moving forward and all the pain in staying where you are, so that you do move forward. And I mean so that you move forward with a better belief. So you can use those questions or just start to feel how much this belief has been holding you back, because you've got to get the leverage to smash through this belief. You then either flip the belief. If I'm no good at this, then you can say, well, I'm going to be brilliant at this. The more I train, the better I'll be. Like, there generally needs to be some action in there. But find a like a flip side belief that is then going to empower you. You review that belief regularly, so you start to find more and more references, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Like, it starts off as a back alleyway and then it ends up as a highway in your mind, So that's the thing with beliefs. You need to recognize the limiting one, change it to be empowering, review it regularly so you don't forget it, so you've got your little radar on and you're looking for references to back it up. And then you'll reinforce that belief more and more, and then before you know it, the nature of beliefs being self-fulfilling prophecies, you'll be living that belief. And that is, I cannot get across to you how powerful that is. So as always, hit me up with any questions you got. What's working, what's not working. Beliefs, super powerful. See you on the next one. Bye.